Hey Cancer, thank you for joining the channel Moon Oracle and happy October. Quick message. So I'm open for personal readings. So if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, just contact me through my email, which is moonoracletarot@gmail.com. It's also in the description box below. Or you can DM me on Instagram if you follow me, whether it's my personal account, the Aladon, or my tarot page, Moon Oracle. Okay? Okay, so I'm getting this, it's kind of like a past energy, but it can be current, whatever. I just feel like, yes, it's something that you're coming out of because things are temporary, right? But you, in a sense, are open, but you're closed off too. Like, you could be overextending yourself, but at the same time, it's like, you know what it is that you're choosing to just close yourself off to. What it is that you don't really want to give your energy to. It's all here. It's all there. So, you closing yourself off probably has to connect to, it's connecting to how you've been unfulfilled, where you feel bored, where you are left unimpressed. And that gives you more time to reflect. That gives you more time to really make wise decisions. Make those decisions on, okay, like, is this something that I would want? You know, you may feel as though this is just gonna lead you like to, not like, I don't want to be like dramatic, but like the depths, you know, like a black hole type of feel, where it actually is the opposite for you. You've gained enlightenment. You've gained a lot of enlightenment because you do the work. You do inner work and you do the work on the physical. You know how to be of service. So yes, there are things that you are granted with, and then ideas come to you. Your mind expands when it comes to the things that do feel like love to you, the things that you do want. So while that comes about, it's like, this is probably where it gets a bit tricky, because you might end up overextending yourself. You might end up doing the extra work that is not necessarily required of you. It's not needed. But it's you trying to just really analyze your relationships, analyze the people around you, and analyze how much it is that you do want to give, that you feel like you need to give. It's such a whirlpool with you, because it being air season, it's a whirlwind. It's a whirlwind. So it's like, okay, yes, I know that I feel as though this should be set up in this way. I feel I should give this much. I just feel like we should all be on this frequency, on this level. You know, it's like that mindset, that mindset of love is there. It's present. But it's like, you're not making the moves. You're not coming up with the decision yet, because it's like, you want it to be real. You want it to be genuine. And you want to make sure that you're being genuine as well, right? So yeah, you could be kind of putting in a lot of work that's not necessarily like, it's just not needed from you. However that may look, whether it has to do with actual work in the physical, or just in the ways that you are contributing to society, contributing to your relationships. And And it's all just so much, because it's like, this is transformation. There's always ongoing transformation. Nothing comes to an end simply because that would mean there's a final destination. And there's never a final destination for us. It's like having to go through these phases to understand those parts that we left unfinished. You have to go through that. So this is just something that, yeah, this is just something that you have to go through. And you gain clarity within that amount of work that you're doing, that may not be called for. It isn't called for, but it's like, you later down the line, you're gonna understand what this was all for, why you may have went about things in the way you did, and even the things that you chose to not deal with at all. Hope I'm making sense so far. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I started this video, like, I restarted this video a few times. I'm trying to get it together. Something love can look in so many different ways. So when I use love, your perspective doesn't just have to be romantic. But because you are cups, because you are water, it is infinite. It's all the above when it comes to emotional fulfillment. It's all the above when it comes to love, because love is anything and everything. In a way, you know what I mean? Like, whatever fills your heart, that's love. Love is within that. So you are things can really just be thrown at you. But when you get offers, it's like, that's really when it's like, wow, that's a fucking curveball. Like, I wasn't expecting that. So it's like, now what? You may do a little bit more evaluating with it. You may not even accept the offer. You may just keep it on hold. I don't know. But this is union with self. Within the process that you're going through, you're not gonna be able to actually witness how much toxicity is actually leaving you, how much it is that you've actually been getting rid of, how much work that you've actually put in, and how much time and energy that you've put in. It really is making a big difference. It's making a huge difference. But I guess it's just things just haven't really, like, turned out how you'd expect. So it's like, now it's kind of like, you don't know what it is that you're expecting, because, well, you shouldn't be expecting, but that's how you feel. It's ending cycles with yourself. If you feel like you need to take time to be alone, then be alone. It's okay. At the end of the day, it's like, however anyone reacts to that, it definitely helps you see, like, their true character, because you don't owe your time and energy. You don't, especially if it doesn't feel right. So I feel like if you really feel the need to just be by yourself more, I feel use that time to be creative. Don't use that time to sulk. Don't use that time. I mean, yeah, you need your rest, but really try to tap into telepathic communication but it's in a deeper way, and it's still with self. It's like, how can I still be productive if I have less resources, if I'm choosing to use less resources? Or, it's like almost like you're trying to start over. So you're just picking out things that are unfamiliar and things that are familiar, but it's like you're using them together, and it's kind of like, I still don't know what the fuck this is, but here I am. You are thinking about not being left behind. You're thinking about how you just don't want to put yourself in that position, but it's like, why would you, like, you don't have to look at it in that way, because you're the captain. you at the end of the day are the ones, you're the one that you create your own illusions. You come up with your own thoughts. So it's just like, don't overload. And I know that's easier said than done, but understand that where you are right now, it's divine and it's beautiful, and it's okay where you are right now. Like, what is the rush? What is the actual rush? And what is it for? Who is it for? You have 3 major arcanas. You have the star, you have the sun, and you have the world. Now, the sun card came out, and I'm really glad it did, because first of all, it's really dope. But it's you just getting that sense of clarity where it's like, this reading is so different from last month. It's it's just so different. And I don't even know really how to put into words, but I feel you, Cancer. I think you just need to be aware, really be aware of who you are and how much you actually do, how much you really put out. You don't need to, get validation from others to really keep up and make sure that you're on track when you are. You learn in between, you go through trial and error in between. It's the circle of life. And I feel like for the most part, it's just, you don't have to, don't put yourself in a box. And don't show all your cards either. Don't give so much. If you don't want to, don't. But you don't need to. You never really need to. It's just this deep inner reflection that you're having with yourself that is actually really showing, it's guiding you to the sun. It's actually like, this is good. Like, it sounds kind of sad or whatever the fuck, but it's not. It's just, it's the unknown, and that's okay. I hope that made sense. I'm pulling a crystal card for you now. Trigonic quartz. You got trigonic quartz for the month of October, Cancer. Okay? I love you.